good. ADHD, need to chill. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming to watch. If you're new here, my name is Minnie, and if you're coming back again, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Please can you help me out by liking this video, commenting and subscribing? That would be amazing. So today I'm going back to more plant stuff. Just purely because I got my love for plants back. I will be very, very honest in the fact that life's not been great lately. I've not been enjoying lockdown. It's cold. I get very depressed, especially when it gets dark and cold. And I think a lot of people deal with that, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, it's just been a really crappy time, to be honest. There's lots of stuff going on in my personal life. So things like plants kind of fall to the wayside, and I don't really do much with them. And unfortunately, because I've been down, some of my plants died. So I didn't even think I was going to tell you guys that. So that just all came out, and I've only had one sip of Bailey's, so maybe I need more. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm really excited because I met a really lovely plant seller on Facebook. I can't unfortunately link her or put her name out because it's kind of like just giving her personal information away, but she's part of a plant group I'm in, and she is amazing, and she sends me pictures of plants and I just say yes, send them to me, I'll buy them from you, because I'm that much of a sucker for a plant. I had bought a plant off a different seller, and I'm not going to name any names, as I said. I haven't actually even told this lady that the plants died because she didn't package them very well. And yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't impressed, but I have not got the energy or the time to be complaining about plants to old ladies on the internet. So we're just going to let her have my money. It wasn't expensive, but I mean, I know I should stick up for myself, but there we go. I've got a lot more on. So I have new cuttings, so I'm going to go through them. To mention, I should put a heat bag in there. I'd pay a little bit extra for it, but I just thought, God, you know your shit. So I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that kept the plants a lot better. Hello, it's Minnie from the editing world. I just came on here to also say that she had packaged them really, really well. So she'd covered the roots up with cling film, put soil in. They were moist and damp, so they were really well looked after. And she also protected the leaves, so there's no damage to those, as well as adding in that heat pack. That is something you really, really, really must ensure that the seller is going to do, because that's a mistake I made last time. As much as she covered the roots, she didn't cover the top. And the other thing, if they can, and if it's an extra, and if you've got to pay extra, it's worth your time to ask if they'll put bubble wrap or any sort of protective packaging in there, if that makes any sense. Apologies for all the babbling, by the way. I was obviously very excited about my cuttings. Super healthy, and I'm really impressed. Like, honestly, I'm like tingly when I talk about them. Look, I've got goosebumps. Like, I literally love plants that much. This is a Ficus elastica, and I think it's the ruby kind. I hope I'm getting better at the names. I just know what they are. In my head, I'm like rubber plant, variegated, sometimes looks pink. I know where they want to sit in the house, and I know what kinds of things that need to be done with them. I just don't really think about the name. They've got their own names in my head, like, I mean, this one hasn't got a name. yeah, but I mean, like, I've got Caroline over here, I've got Mr. Snakey over there, various different names. I've got Big Old Cheese over there. It's okay. They don't need to be called by their names. I mean, as long as you're not going into like a plant shop or a florist being like, oh, Mr. Snakey needs some fertiliser, I think you're going to be okay. Anyway, this one is new and I was super happy. So I bought one from Wilko's like a year ago and I was like, oh my god, they don't do plants like that. They just don't. Like, I've got one locally to me. They do not sell cool plants. Like, it's all just like painted succulents. Also, I hate you, the person who sits there and paints them, and the person who thought that was really cute and cool because it's in the plants by painting on them. It's just weird. Or like gluing fake flowers on. It's just ridiculous. Like, you don't need to do it. They're green for a reason. Like, you need to be really careful when you're buying on Facebook, because a lot of the things they do, you want a picture of all of the cutting you've bought. You just don't want to be buying something that is not worth your time. I have now learnt my lesson. This is a Calathea. I've got it written down on my notepad, I'm cheating. But it's a Calathea Stramantha Trio Star. I had smaller cuttings. They weren't, I mean, none of these leaves are massive in comparison to the other one. And literally, like, honestly, look at that colour. It's amazing. I'm not even going to get them out of the bin to show you because it will break your heart. They were tiny and they were really cute and beautiful, but they just looked like crap. They were like all crispy on the edges, yellow, they'd stuck to the tape on the inside of the box. Like, none of it was packaged properly, and I just think if you're going to sell plants online, just like, surely you'd want returning customers, right? Okay, less bitching because I've done nothing about it. I'm going to stop bitching now. But anyway, I'm really happy with this. This is also another type of Calathea. Again, it's a different kind, so it's a zebra plant, they call it. There's one word or name for it. And it's a Calathea rosea picta. Wrote it down. I did actually already have this. I'm awful with names, as I've said before in the past, but I have had one of these before and it was a little bitch. Like, honestly, it was such an asshole. Yeah, I'm glad it died. I'm not glad it died. Come back, please. No, that was probably my fault. I didn't really do my research on the plant before buying it. It was a replacement for a plant that my boyfriend killed. And I just went for the prettiest one without knowing anything about it. Because that's what I do. Like, you buy plants because you like the look of them. And you think, oh, that's going to look really good in this part of the room. And actually you realise that it's a plant that likes indirect light. And yeah, no draft. Yeah. Anyway, room placement, temperature, humidity, all these things are massive key players in how you're going to keep your plant surviving. Now, I have previously mentioned to my friends, can't remember if I've said it on another video, but I'm a strong believer in easy plants. I love my cheese plant, I love my snake plant, I love my cacti, I love my, I don't know, just anything that's easy, that doesn't need that much care. Amazing, great for me. I did something a bit crazy, and I know you've just seen the plant, but I bought a Begonia Rex or a Rex Begonia, I can never tell or remember which one it is. And I know that these are notorious little shits. If anything, they're probably harder than Calatheas. I've never owned one myself, but I'm just going to quickly show you how sparkly. I don't know if it even does it justice on camera, but the leaves are so sparkly, like amazing. So let's get. So these two are bundled together. Now I'm going to take them out. We're going to have a look. I was going to do the whole unboxing for you on video, but my anxiety got the best of me and I had to take them out because I was really worried that they would just all die if I didn't take them out of the box, which is probably a fair thing to worry about. So yeah, but I mean, at least you get to see me taking the plastic off and looking at roots. So let's do that now. So we're going to be really careful here. actually so impressed. Okay. I'm just gonna have to, I don't know if you can see that. She's given me 2. I'm pretty sure I only paid for the 1. I can't quite remember because it was all in a Facebook message. But, okay. That is one hell of a node/nub on there. And you can see one there. The rooting system is amazing. Looking fabulous there. Really, this one is amazing. That is, like, I'm literally in love. Like, I keep getting like shivers all over me. I love them so much. Anyway, so this is so cute. Look how cute. Like, my other one had massive leaves and it was like bushy, and this one is my zebra plant. I'm just gonna call it zebra plant to be easier. I don't care about technical terms. So, I mean, if you look on Google and you type in zebra plant, you're gonna know it's a Calathea of some sort. Anyway, this root is insanely impressive. There's nodes there, so you know it's gonna shoot out some more. That's a massive tip. If you're buying plants online or anything online, use PayPal. I cannot stress it enough, because if there's any issues, you don't get... Okay, for example, I bought some seeds from Monstera and wanted to try and do it in the summer. I ordered them in like June or July. They never arrived. Okay, so it's probably a bit late in the season anyway, but they never arrived. Like, who, what, why? They never arrived. They're unresponsive. I mean, I hope nothing bad's happened, but also, can someone take the Etsy down, please? Like, can you just not scam me, please? That'd be great. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting my money back from PayPal. They're going to investigate. Yeah. So this one, it's just general wear and tear. You have to expect some of your plants to get general wear and tear, like that one. That leaf was literally dying, especially when you're ordering them online. It's super normal. Don't stress out. This is fine. What I received the other day was not fine. Got my shit together. I've got my little diary, and it's my like life book. It's got everything in it. It's got, I'm cooking Christmas dinner this year, so it's got literally timings from like what I'm doing Christmas Day, what time I've got to get up, what time I've got to put the chicken in. I don't eat chicken, I'm a vegetarian, and I'm doing that for my family because I'm awesome. And yeah, it's all about organisation with plants and just knowing when the last time you watered them. Or, if you're a bit lazy, and you do kind of get seasonal depression and you do suffer with ailments such as depression or anxiety or just mild forgetfulness, you can always check the soil with a moisture meter. I think I may have mentioned about it before. I always like to make mine dry or make sure there's no previous soil on it, so you can check. So you want to get it in. You don't want to fuck up the roots though. Okay, so I've put it right down to the bottom pretty much, and it is saying it's pretty moist down there. Anyway, it's right, so that it starts off here being dry, that way is moist. It's pretty much at the other end. So I think you're okay. I watered this one a few days ago. In fact, I didn't know, because when I got it, it was really moist, so I haven't watered this one at all yet. I've left it in its pot. I don't want to disturb it too much. In fact, me even kind of holding it up and showing you guys is probably going to distress it a little bit after being in transit. But yeah, I was super impressed. It had new growth, which is like a fresh, you can see that one is super fresh. It's so much more green and shiny. As they get older, it's a lot like the Monstera varieties of plants. They go less shiny. That's just aging, and that's okay. It's the same with skin. That happens too. You get wrinkles, liver spots, and that's just general wear and tear. It happens. I guess the way you can keep them looking fresher and the way you can stop your plants from crisping up or getting any leaf damage is things like keeping the air around them, especially tropical varieties, keeping the air around them moist. So you can do things like you can group them together because they'll create their own little like ecosystems. I mean, the plants are going to be loving the fact I've got a real Christmas tree in the house at the moment. They're going to be fully vibing at the moment. They're all over, they're dotted all over. They're going to love that. So, especially as this one's right by the window, they're not like me. They don't like hiding in their bedroom and not talking to anyone for 2 days on end. They're sociable creatures. They want to talk. They like being near, like being present. So, went off on a bit of a tangent. Move this in front of me so you can see what I'm doing. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking and sharing and doing everything amazing that you're doing. If you haven't liked this video and you haven't commented or subscribed it, whatever you want to say, please do. I'm really happy to help with any questions you may have, and I'm happy to do the research if I don't know something. Amazing Christmas, have an amazing New Year. I love you guys so much.